What's your name, hon?
Carla Gonzalez.
Okay. And can you tell listeners and viewers where we're at, first of all?
We are at Hayward City Hall, their city council meeting.
And what's happening tonight, and what happened to your son?
We are here trying to get justice for my son, Augie Gonzalez. He was killed by Hayward PD on November 15th. He was having an argument, I guess, with the neighbor. We're still not clear on how everything came about, but he was having an argument with the neighbor, going into a mental crisis. The neighbor called that my son had a knife. Police arrived to the scene, and instead of checking out what the situation was and anything, they rolled in and gave my son 7 seconds, shot him 13 times. My son did not have a knife in his hands. They realized that after. They realized that he had a razor blade, but the razor blade was not near his hands. So they can't tell us right now if he actually had anything in his hands at the time of the shooting.
And so far, I know you've been showing up at these politics meetings, as I call them. Have they been listening to you? You feel like you've gotten some justice, or not at all?
No, not really. I mean, they've listened and did their apologies, but we're still in the boat one. We're still showing up to these meetings. I mean, if we really thought that they were listening, we wouldn't have to be here every single month. I mean, we might have to escalate it to be here every single meeting to try to get our word out and some justice. They need to make changes.
What would you like to have happen? What are we at right now?
We are asking for an independent investigation, accountability, those officers to be off duty. The investigation is still going on, so they should not be out in the force right now.
They're on the force?
Yes. They should not be out there. They should, if the investigation is not completed, they should never have been out there. So that's where we're at right now. I know people ask, well, what's the figure you want for your son? Well, there is no figure for my son's head. To me, my son is my son. I want him back.
As a mama of a son, I can't even. I'm sorry. My heart goes to you. Prayers. What would you like people watching and listening to do?
Come help us fight for justice. We need to stop police brutality. We need to stop police using the excuses that they're feared for their life when they have no justification for it. We have too many kids out there dying because they had a cell phone in their hand, or they just assume they had something. Instead of trying to de-escalate, right away, first thing they do is shoot. They have plenty of non-lethal to use before they use their lethal weapons.
And so they can go online to support you, or Justice for Augie Gonzalez?
Yes, we have a Facebook page that's Justice for Augie Gonzalez on there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.